It's easy to look at like building a business and not know where things are going. And good morning, welcome back to another behind the brand kind of small business sewing vlog. I don't really know what to call it. We have a new pattern coming out, so that is what we're taking photos of and just updating some photos that we'll need in the future. And there's some of the fabric. I'm making the Betty dress for a girl, which is smaller sizing from sizes 2 to 14 for girls. I'm so excited about these. I made one for my niece and it just fit her so well. And you can see photos of that, like previews of it, on my Instagram, and I'm just really excited to release this pattern. I think it's perfect for little girls and I love that it matches the Betty dress for women. So I'm gonna be making a mood board for the photo shoot. I'm gonna take you along with the photo shoot, sew up these dresses. Hopefully I'll get them done in time, but here we go. While my tea is heating up, you might be able to hear it. I'm just cleaning up and I'm just gonna share this book. It's called Hidden Art of Homemaking. It's from the 70s, so good. It really resonated with me. It's really slow at first, so if you read it, try to get past the first chapter or two. But the more I read it, the more I just really fell in love with it. And I love finding books that are older that I connect with because it seems a little bit more tried and true. The thoughts are kind of a little bit more pure, and I just love that about this book, so highly recommend this book. Right now I'm planning out the photo shoot, and I do best just writing things down and having things on paper visually, and so I'm writing out all of my details, who is wearing what, and all the shots that we need. Measurements of everyone just to make sure the clothes will fit, and locations, who's involved, all of that, all of those details. Nervous if this is going to be enough fabric. I thought I ordered 2 meters, but we'll see. But look how beautiful. Like that is, it's like this crinkle cotton with this floral print. I love this fabric. Like a little side note, our patterns are printable, so when you print them out, you're gonna have a lot of pieces of paper. And so what I do is I actually trace all the patterns on a big white sheet of paper, and I'll link like the roll of paper that I use below, and I just trace them all, and then I keep them and store them. I just like when you trace it out, it's just in one piece. So that's a little side note. If you're sewing a dress many times, you might want to just go the extra step and trace it on a big roll of paper. There's a little tip for you. So what I'm going to do is to test, take my widest piece and see if it fits. It just like barely fits. It's great news. Before I started sewing, I realized I'm almost out of thread, so I have to go to the fabric store and grab some thread. A bummer because it's taking time out of my day, but we'll go get some thread. I'm gonna eat my Verb energy bar. If you haven't had these, they're very good. Can't tell I love green tea, and these are they're caffeinated with green tea, so they give you a little boost of energy without a huge crash. But love the flavors. My favorite flavor is coconut chai, and I have like a little coupon below that I'll add for you. I am sewing right now, and I just thought of something really random. When I was graduating high school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but only knew I wanted to make things. I thought I'd get into fashion, so I would go to California and go to college there. Long story short, I did not do that. It just never really felt like the right decision, even though that was the only thing I could really pinpoint that I wanted to do, was work in fashion. So I ended up going to school in Missouri, and at the time it was really random that I would go to school there. Got an associate degree, so I only had 2 years, and it seems like such a random thing to do, but those 2 years like really changed a lot of things for me, even though it was so kind of like out of left field. I was sewing today, and I was just thinking how I didn't go to school for fashion, but somehow I am now designing, and obviously I have a lot to learn, and it's taken a while to get here, but it kind of just seems like it happened yesterday, although it's been years. So here's a random story about how sometimes the path looks a little bit windy and you're not really sure where you're going. I'm still unsure, but it's pretty cool to look at like where I am and how I'm getting to design, and I'm getting to work in fashion in a way that is more fitting to me and more kind of aligned with my personality, and I'm getting to like do creative things. Just your encouragement to keep taking step after step, and you never know like how things are gonna weave together and work out. And I still don't know how they're going to, but I was encouraged just thinking about that today, because it's easy to look at like building a business and not know where things are going, and but just to keep taking steps and be confident that it's all like working together. So yeah. Okay, it's the next day, and I'm pretty far on these dresses. Let me show you one. They're turning out so cute. I have to add the ties, the elastic, hem them, and just make sure everything is ironed. So today I'm working on finishing these. So the Rhodes overalls. I'm also sewing a Lois wrap onesie. And then hopefully I'll have time to make my mood board and just kind of get my headspace in the right place for the photo shoot tomorrow. While I'm working today, I'm actually listening to a few podcasts, so I'm going to link those below. One is my friend Paige's podcast. I have loved every episode so far. The one she's talking about right now is with a friend of hers, and they're talking about money. It's such a great podcast, and I'm actually on the podcast in a few weeks, so I'll link it below so you can listen to it. I think you'll love it. Here's what I have finished. A Lois wrap onesie, Rhodes overalls. I'm running out of hangers. This is a Betty girl dress, Betty dress for women, and another Betty girl dress. I just have to add the ties, and then I'm going to add ties to the back as well to see how that looks. Sometimes the like finishing details take the longest, but they really take like a dress from, you know, just a dress to something really special. So after I finished all of the dresses and everything, I realized I forgot to make one of the Rhodes overalls, and I got this fabric. It's so cute. It's really light. It's like I think it's a cotton or linen. I'll have to look it up. I'm gonna make another Rhodes overalls with it, so I'm not done sewing. Time to visit. We just finished our mood board for tomorrow. What do you think, Willow? What do you think? What do you think? It is shoot day. I just ironed all of the pieces and I'm gonna pack up the car. Getting a little nervous, but I'm really excited, so. Hello.
Say hi, Willow.
Say hi, Willow. Hey, Willow. What you doing?